the scam and the secret of Nigeria that you don't know.
Welcome to Favor Biafra Gist. In this channel, we share information about the current happenings around the globe. If this is the first time you're coming across my video, please subscribe to my channel and also click on the notification bell so that anytime we upload a new video, you will be the first to get notified. Today, I have a video that we will watch together. At the end of the video, if you like what you see, please click the like button and also share this video with your friends and family. This will encourage us to bring more videos across your way. Thank you. Let's get to business.
The secret of how you are being slaughtered every day and nobody cared about is hidden in the book. And because they told us that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in the book. It is no longer, that adage is no longer truth, because we, the black people, are reading book now. We are reading book. You have told us that the secret, if you want to hide secret to any black man, put it in the book. We have come to realize that it is truth. So we are reading every book to see the secret there. Today is another secret. The secret here is that while they were calling our doctors non-entities, while they were proving the hate against our people, they were telling people, pampering those in the northern Nigeria who actually have nothing to offer. Let me read it from the beginning. The vast northern region is behind the others in the progress, yet they regarded us as non-entities. 2/3 of its 18 million people are strict Muslims, accepting the authority of the emirs. Just like today, it has not changed. After many years of Nigeria existence, the emir is still in control of northern Nigeria. Educational progress is still slow. After over 60 years of Nigeria existence, the educational progress is still slow in the north. Nothing has changed in 2022, yet our people are branded non-entities. And there is no prospect for a generation of region being able to replace from its own resource the overseas officer who have served them so well. The North fears and dislike the more educated Southerners. It has not changed. As far back as 1958, the Northern Nigeria fear us, the Southerners, because we are more educated than them. They fear us. That fear has not ended today. Today, they buy doctorate degree. When you see doctor before their names, they can't speak English. They cannot represent themselves. They can't make sense. When you see them becoming Attorney General of the Federation, they can't, cite any quotation of the Nigerian Constitution. They can't cite any reference, make a reference to cases. They can't cite any cases to back up whatever they are saying to the public. Attorney General of the Federation today, Malami, cannot defend himself. He can't present himself, defend himself as an Attorney General of the Federation, because they gave them free without studying. They gave the mark. They envy us. I want you to understand that a country like this, where Northerners will be given opportunity to become a doctor when he is not qualified to be a doctor, just because they fear and dislike the more educated Northerners and they want to be like us by force. It is happening every day. The North fear and dislike the more educated Southerners, and if they were not economically bound to the Federation, would be glad to be quit of it. Are you understanding that? The only reason the Northerners were glued to one Nigeria then was because they are economically bound to stay in Nigeria. And today, they have used the resources and the brain of other Nigeria to develop themselves, and we are not going to continue like that again. We will not be using our brain to develop the North. We will all be using our brain to run the economy of Nigeria to the detriment of our own self. They continued. The emir have, for the most part, recognized that they must come to terms with democracy and support the party at present in power, the NPC. The premier, the Sardauna of Sokoto, is himself a princely family. Do you understand that? Now, let us go again to number 8, public service. Let us go to number 8. I want to go to number 8, and you are going to be shocked. Since the East and West became self-governing in the overseas and the overseas officers, they have been entitled to retire with lump sum compensation. This will be the position in the North when it attains regional self-government next year. And in the public service, on the attainment of independence, the premature retirement of experienced overseas officers is the gravest single threat Nigeria faces to the continuance of a good governance. A good government. A colonial office representative visited Nigeria earlier this year to inquire into means of meeting this threat. A white paper is being published this week. The proposals put to the Nigeria government as a result of his mission and of their response. The federal and the northern government have broadly endorsed the proposal, and this should go some way to encouraging officers in their service to remain. The East and West contemplate applying the protocol to select officers only from this region. The exodus will no doubt continue. At best, and whatever effort are made, overseas officers in Nigeria are now a wasting asset. Now, I want you to now look at the biggest problem of Nigeria, which they have not addressed, and they can never address it. The more you look, the less you see. Let us go to the police. I told you that I will be picking these things, batch by batch. Now, this is to the police. Powers. As you can see, all these things, as you can see, they are secret. They were secret document. Secret. You see secret, boldly written. Secret. The problem of minorities. I want you to pay attention. Last year conference, the minority parties possibly represented their fears of exploitation after self-government by the majority parties with their mainly tribal and religious basis. As far back as 1958, NDP-OB, Nigeria have recognized with a very big fear and threat of the tribal and religious basis. As far back as then. Now, tell me, will people continue to nurse these particular things in their heart? It is going to explode. That explosion is what you see today. They identify the problem of Nigeria with their mainly tribal and religious basis, and they pressed for the setting up of a separate state of their own. As far back as then, people already understood that Nigeria is nosediving, is going to be a failed state. Should they continue to push it to be one Nigeria? They demanded to have self-state, separate state, based on the tribal and religious basis, which has become a dangerous diversity today. That is what we are fighting for. After bitter discussion, I was invited to appoint a commission to inquire into this question. The commission, under the chairmanship of Sir Henry Willing, is about to submit its report, which will be the main item of the resumed conference agenda. It will recommend no new state. Do you understand that? They have already concluded no new state. No new state for selfish interest. Today, this recommendation have put Nigeria where it is. This recommendation has made people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ojukwu, Rafu Wazirike, all the people that have fought and agitated for Biafra and continue to agitate. Some of its proposals are likely to provoke fierce controversy. You understand? They tell you they are not going to give any state, any self-state. And right there, they also recognize that if they refuse to give this self-state, considering the fact that they know the tribal and religious issues, it is going to spark a very big and provoke fierce controversy. The action group, which seek the national power, as champion of minority everywhere, will probably express dissatisfaction and continue to fight for new state as a main plank in its platform for next year federal election. They recognize the solution. The solution to what you see today, wanton killing, marginalization, terrorism, what is happening today, they saw it as far back as 1957-58 Constitutional Conference. They want to solve it. They say, no, we will not solve it. Now, I want you to look at the police. This is number 8, the police. Now, number 8, police, B, 10. Either in connection with the question of minority or as a separate item, there will probably be renewed pressure. They are telling you that Nigerians, probably from the south, will be pressuring the Nigeria to have a state police. Now, a pressure which I will resist. They resisted this pressure. They knew that this pressure about the police, about the state police, will be coming. But they know that this is actually a solution to, a long-term crisis that is happening in Nigeria today. This could have been a solution to Nigeria's failed state. But this man, they identify this solution, they say, no, we are going to resist it. And they resisted it here. For the bulk of a federal police to be divided up into separate regional forces. They resisted it. This is the scam and the secret of Nigeria that you don't know. It's good to be aware of this secret. As you can see, a boldly written secret. It's P2B, the supporters of P2B aware of this secret I'm revealing to you today. And how are you going to change it? Now, this is number 1. So this problem of police, say please don't say, oh, state police, federal police, dissolution of power, this, that. It has been there from the one. They refuse because they know the potential in the south. They know that you are going to be like a Dubai. They know that you are going to be better than London. They know that you have the brain to develop and become a developed country. They say, no, North must draw you back. Remember that when they were giving you about the situation report from Northern Nigeria, they say the backwardness of the south, of the North. That backwardness is what is taking you backward today. And because we have traveled, Biafra people, Believe me, we have known the secret, and that secret is what we are working on. Based on the secret we have come to discover, we will stop at nothing to say, you see this election coming next year, it is either election take place, it is either there is no election, or the beginning of the end of Nigeria will start from this general election. If they don't want us to exercise our own right, democratic and civil right, the end is here. Let me tell you, people that will end Nigeria don't have two heads. Those that got Nigeria independence do not have two heads. They have one head like me. They have brain like me. And are you? They have everything like you and I. They were not special human being, only that they know secret that others don't know. And today we are now in a position where we have come to know this secret. That's why we are leading Biafrans out of Nigeria. Now, let us go a little bit further. The fiscal question. Dissatisfaction over the existing division of revenue. This revenue, all of you are talking today. Local government, 30 local government in the north, 5 local government in the east, a share revenue, the north take the lion's share, you take the dog share, and you complain. The solution was proposed as far back as 1958 on purpose. Scam. They didn't adopt it. Now, listen. Dissatisfaction over the existing division of revenue between the federal and the regional and over the powers of revenue, over the power to raise revenue, led last year to the appointment of the Fiscal Commission. The report of this commission, of which Sir Jeremy Reisman was chairman, is about to be published and will be considered by the conference. Now, they know already the content of the particular report for the revenue. Do you know what they say? They say it is only to prove a major bone of contention. Let us now go to the self-governing northern Nigeria. The northern regional government have informed me that they wish to be granted regional self-government from the 15th March 1959. In accordance with my predecessor undertaking, I am bound to accede to this request. The pattern of self-government in the east and the west will gradually be followed, but because of the backwardness of the northern region, backwardness was identified. The backwardness of northern, I shall try. I cannot put it higher to retain some greater power for the governor than those retained by the governors of the east and west. I want you to underline the backwardness of northern region here. As far back as 1959-58, they regard northern region as backward people. Yet, they did not call them non-entities. They did not call the leaders of the northern region non-entities. They called the Igbos non-entities. They called the Easterners non-entities. Even with our doctorate degrees, even with our masters, they say you are non-entities. I don't know whether you people are listening to me. Are you listening to me? There has never been civil war back then when they were calling us non-entities, when we were actually doing the best. Why northern Nigeria was in backward? They regard them as backward and they were not non-entities. They pampered them. That thing has not changed. Now, let us continue to read. He said, the backwardness of northern region, I shall try, I cannot put it higher, to retain some greater powers for the governor than those retained by the governors of the east and west, and to obtain assurances about the incidence of Muslim law. You see, about the incidence of Muslim law. As far back as 1958, they already injected the idea of Muslim law and the retention of much of the present structure of the provisional administration. As far back as then, they retain the structure of this Islamic structure. Now, how many of you in the South wanted to retain your own structure in one Nigeria? None of you. None. But not the backwardness of North was retained, because the only thing that made them backward was the Muslim law and the provisional administration structure they have. It made them to remain in backward, and in that backwardness they brought it to Nigeria, to one Nigeria. They brought the backwardness of northern Nigeria into one Nigeria. They allowed the Muslim law, which is one thing that is setting them backward. They allowed the administrative structure, the provisional administrative structure of the northern Nigeria, which is what's setting them backward. Today, the northern Nigeria have injected that particular provision administrative structure that made them backward in that region. They have injected it into Nigeria state, and Nigeria have become a nose-diving entity. Nigeria become a failed state. The more you struggle, the more you destroy it, because of a failed structure being injected into the Nigeria entity from the northern region. It is called the clash of interest. You either want to be backward or you want to progress. And the system that the northern Nigeria brought into one Nigeria, it was the one that set everything backward. It clashes with civilization, clashes with innovation, clashes with everything that makes Nigeria to move forward. So you see the reason why Nigeria has failed? That system is what Atiku represents. This structure of provincial administration and Muslim law is what Atiku represents. This Atiku represents is what the biggest number of the National Assembly in Nigeria today represent. Those people from the north, they are bigger in number than people from the southern Nigeria. They represent this backwardness, the structure of this backwardness that was injected into Nigeria in 1960. What I am doing this evening requires a very high degree of sense and wisdom to understand. But I will be piecing it so that every person, including a layman, will understand where the problem is coming from and why we are saying no election in Nigeria. So now, what do you think P2B is going to do in a system that you have already injected as far back as 1958, a backward system that is now crashing with civilization? The system of northern Nigeria is clashing with civilization, is clashing with innovation. And if you look at what they are doing now, even in Yoruba land, they have a center for eradication of innovation. It is clashing. That is why Nigeria is going backward and can never move forward. Since the time this northern Nigeria joined the south, the east, the eastern region and western region together, they become one Nigeria. The backwardness of Nigeria started because of the clash of interest. And I will stop here because what I have will blow your brain. I will stop here and continue tomorrow.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, drop your comments, and please subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell so that anytime we upload video, you'll get notified. Thank you so much for watching.